What's going on, Gator Nation? Nick Delatorre here, joined by Alex Condon down in Jamaica. Alex, we were just talking about it a little bit, but tell the people how Jamaica has been treating you guys.
Yeah, it's been unreal. Me and Coop went to Bob Marley's birthplace today and got the full tour of that and got to experience that. It was pretty cool. And then tomorrow we got some good plans. We're going to get outside, do some scuba diving, and ride some horses too. So we're looking forward to it.
This is a nice little, obviously I'm making you work while you're down there, but this is a nice little vacation after what looked like, I saw you guys running around campus, what looked like a pretty tough summer regimen. What was that like? You celebrate last season and all of a sudden it's like, hey, back to holding the rope, running campus.
Yeah, it was, I feel like we got a good amount of time off. Obviously, I had some commitments with the draft combine and that sort of thing. So I was pretty busy with my basketball, but times like this where you get to go outside the country and do this work, it's pretty straightforward. So it's good to get some time off, and I think we're going to be even fresher and ready to go for the season when that time comes.
Last year workouts, you guys get Elijah in. And it seemed like he kind of had a voice that you guys listened to. Obviously, he had the run with FAU. He had been to where you guys wanted to go to. Who are some of those voices this year? You probably, some of the returners who are holding you guys up to a standard during these tough workouts.
Yeah, I wanted to make a bit of a jump in that regard and try and lead a little bit with my voice more than just by example this year. So I think me and Tommy have talked about that a little bit, and just being more vocal on the court. We're going to need it, especially with ball screens, and being able to see the court from down low is big. And then I think from the guard group, Xavier has been really good. Being able to pick his team up and kind of tell the team what he sees out there as well. So that's where you really need it from point guard, and I think he's done a great job adjusting to that level of physicality as well so far.
Getting back, going way back. I was looking up a little bit about you. 4 sports, I think. Cricket, water polo, footy, basketball. Take me back to, let's say, 14-year-old Alex. Where would you rank those?
Like where I would rank the sport?
Favorite, most important to you. Let's say it. Not now, obviously. It's probably basketball, but 14-year-old. Young Alex.
Yeah, okay. I think I would start probably with footy. I thought I was going to do that, and that was going to be my career, playing the AFL in Australia. So I think footy was number 1. I always really loved basketball too, so I'll put that in the number 2 spot. And water polo, I was actually pretty good at. I played water goalkeeper, so being able to just take up the whole goal was pretty good, and I was an all right swimmer as well, so I think that helped. And then, cricket was probably last, but, I also always really enjoyed just playing backyard cricket with my cousins growing up, and playing that as well to that age was a great. It was just so good to play so many different sports growing up as well. I think it was great to have some diversity.
You're a bowler or bat?
Bit of an all-rounder. When I went into bat, I would just swing as hard as I could. I didn't have a lot of technique, so probably more of a bowler, get some pace behind it and get some bounce because, I was a bit taller.
Tell me a little bit more about water polo. When I was playing college baseball, we had to swim, and I had no idea how hard swimming is, let alone treading water while people are trying to drown you or throw a ball at your face.
Yeah, water polo it's definitely a very physical sport. I don't think a lot of people understand how physical it is. There's guys grabbing onto your swimsuit or your bathers the whole time, just trying to basically drown you and put you under the water. So it's very physical, and luckily I wasn't really amongst that too much, being a goalkeeper, but definitely treading the water is harder than it looks too. You got to do it for each half until you get a halftime break as well. So you just got to stay afloat and stay ready to go.
And when was, because your dad's in the AFL Hall of Fame, I think?
Yeah, that was a good footy player. Yep, correct.
When was that split? When did you have to, kind of make a decision, one or the other?
I think when I was 16, I got the invite to play under Robbie McKinley at the Australian Institute of Sport and NBA Academy. So that was when I got the call for that, and I was like, okay, this is starting to get a little bit more serious with my basketball. And yeah, he just reached out with that, and I had to make a choice. I was having a really good year of football, so I had to make the choice, and I just thought I could go further with basketball, get over to the US at some point, and it's worked out all right so far.
You get over to the U.S. I think it was in Vegas, that NBA Academy game. Now a teammate. What was it like playing against Ruben Chinu out there?
We played him in Vegas. Very physical game, I remember. I think Australians we were a very physical team as well, and definitely weren't afraid of the fight. I think we got it done. We got the win when I played him, so I remind him a little bit about that here and there. But it was a great team. I think they got a lot of offensive rebounds that game. And I don't know if Ruben played too much, but I definitely, remember him sitting there. And I never would have thought that I would be, he'd be my brother today and national champions together.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a crazy ride, especially considering the portal. That's kind of when your recruitment took off, though, wasn't it? After that NBA Academy, what were some schools that came after you, and why Florida?
Yeah, well, my final three was Utah, St. Mary's, and Florida, obviously. So I think St. Mary's was the one I was really leaning close to. It has a strong connection with Australians in the past, and it just kind of seemed like the safe option, whereas, I didn't really know how much time I was going to play at Florida. It's a pretty high level, and I just generally didn't know too much about the program coming into it. So, it turned out well. We had, Walt coming in, and Will was already there. He was a returner. And Tommy Howe, one of my best mates, was the freshman there with me as well. So really glad I made that choice, and I made some lifelong memories here too.
How much fishing do you get in with Tommy?
We do quite a bit of fishing. He's been missing in action recently because, he's been working out in LA for a little bit. So we went camping last weekend outside Crystal River with some of the mates, and we try and get out as much as we can. We think it's good to get out of Gainesville a little bit and just spend some time in the water. Who's
a better angler?
I'll give it to Tommy. He's been doing it his whole life. I'm more of a recent aspiring angler, but you never know what's going to happen. I don't
know. In terms of recruiting, obviously the head coach always gets a ton of credit, but there's a lot of guys behind the scene. How much did Sapphire influence your decision? And obviously your coach, your position coach, Coach Hartman.
To come to the University of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a big reason why I came was especially because of Coach Hartman. Saf was the one who recruited me to Florida, and obviously gave me a great orientation. And Saf's always been there for me since day one. He's been a great coach too. Coach Hartman's really the testament to which I'm a player I am today. He's worked countless hours with me in the gym and really honed in on my shooting craft and especially my footwork in the paint as well. So full credit to him, and he's ready to be a head coach anywhere in the NCAA, in my opinion.
Well, stop saying that. We would like to keep him here as long as he can. We will support him whenever he does get that opportunity. But glad that he's still in Gainesville for this upcoming season. Tell me a little bit about the draft process. I was a big fan when they changed the rules a couple of years back to allow you guys to test the waters and do the combine and still maintain your eligibility. But give us a little bit behind the scenes. Like, what is – obviously that's the best route for anybody like you or Tommy in your positions, but what's kind of going through your mind? What's the thought process during that whole situation?
Yeah, it was really a sick experience. I had a good time there. We had, I think, 4 other Australian guys there, so I got to see some of my mates that I grew up with a little bit and spent time at the Australian Institute of Sport with. So we were there hanging out a bunch, and I just got to watch them. I didn't play in the combine games, but those boys did, so I got to watch them there and watch them do their thing. And I think it was a great experience for me to do as well, just to get that experience and see what it's like to just test yourself, test your max vert, all the agility, and especially all the shooting. I think that's the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway. I know what to expect now. I've done it one time before, so next year when I really enter the draft, it's going to be something that I've been used to and can kind of be ready for.
What is it like to come back? Obviously, you're with Coop now. You get to play with Tommy again. Get to play with a lot of the guys. Most of I think the entire front court came back. But what is it like to, after experiencing what you guys did last year, to be able to get that team again? Like, Elijah won't be there, but a lot of that team is returning. What is it like to be able to play with those guys again?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty special. I think Tommy coming back was a big reason why I came. He kind of put it all aside and just said that he knew he wanted to come back and run it back one more year. And just hearing that kind of, reinforced my decision to come back as well.
So it was more of a fishing decision than anything else.
Yeah, you could say that. Didn't want to leave my fishing buddy behind, but no, it was we had a great set of bigs last year, and all of them coming back, I think, were just going to be a lot for teams to deal with in the front court. So it's going to be another great year, and we have great coaching surrounding us as well to kind of adjust from a guard heavy style play offense into that big sort of playing through the bigs a little bit more and looking for more options through that.
And as you guys get ready, I think we talked a little bit about it when me and Eric were talking, but what are some games, especially non-conference games? I think we mentioned on that show, playing at Cameron Indoor, playing at Madison Square Garden. What are some other games that maybe you're looking forward to?
Duke game, UConn was going to be great. Definitely opening night in Arizona. Those non-conference games really stick out. I think we got definitely a harder non-conference than last year, just a bit more challenging, which is good. We want to challenge, and then all the away games in the SEC we're really looking forward to as well, because I think that's a test of character to see how you're going to play in those big moments. And we've got guys who have been there now, so there's no excuses to shy away from that moment. And I think definitely Kentucky is a big game for us this year as well.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I mean, following Denzel's career, wanted to be a Gator, obviously gave everything as a national champion, a brother for you. How strange will it be to see him in Kentucky blue, and but maybe even kind of cool to be there for his senior night, because it'll be their last game. It'll be his senior night. Yeah,
it's going to be like a cool experience. Definitely weird seeing him in another team's jersey, just because we've been here 2 years together. But yeah, he's a fantastic player, Denzel, and it's going to be a great matchup. We can't wait for it. We talk about it all the time, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of smack talking between us.
That'll be good. Wanted to talk a little bit about the two new guys. You mentioned X a little bit, and you mentioned Boogie. What has it been like with those two guys coming in? I talked to Todd a little bit, and Todd said, I've never coached a guy that was ranked as highly as Boogie, and almost was like, I didn't know what to expect, but Boogie's such a laid-back guy, I think, off the court, that he's kind of filled in seamlessly. What has it been like adding those two to the roster?
Yeah, it's been great. I think the personalities both fit our team really well. We don't really have any egos on our team at all this year, so we got definitely a team-based roster that we have put together. So I really like that about it. Xavier, him playing, he's elite passer, Xavier. So it's been great being a big, playing with him. He looks for you all the time, and you can tell that he sees the reads, and I think that's going to be a benefit that we have this year. And then Boogie's been playing well as well. I know he's had a little bit of a surgery, so he's been out for a little while. So we're eager to get him back. He's going to be a hell of a player for us this year as well.
We're going to do a couple rapid fire here, but at first you mentioned getting to see a bunch of the Aussie guys. Who is, in your opinion, who's the best NBA Aussie player, in your opinion?
Who's in the NBA right now?
Ever. You've got like Patty Mills, Andrew Bogut, Luke Longley, Ben Simmons, Joe Ingles. You got some guys.
Yeah, we do have some guys. I don't know. I really like Josh Giddey, how he's been playing. Dyson Daniels, obviously, it's the new talent, the new generation. But yeah, Bogut was probably one of the best players of all time in regards to Australian basketball, and I think Patty Mills is there at the top. Just his elite performances in FIBA, especially, is what sticks out to me.
All right, we're going to do a little rapid fire here. I think about 10 of these. Why did you choose your number?
I said this freshman year, but I chose it because of 21 Savage. Now I can't get away from it, so it's good.
Is that the real reason?
I'm sticking with it now. It's too late to change.
21. Okay. Favorite food?
Pasta.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Me and my teammates were talking about this the other day. I'd say teleportation, so we could zap home back to Australia after practice.
Yeah, that's not how long is the travel day?
It's 26 hours back to Perth, my hometown, from Florida. It's like directly opposite on the globe, so very far.
Perth is west coast of Australia.
West Coast, correct? Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that. Shout out to me. Best place you've traveled?
I want to say Greece or Jamaica, because Jamaica's lit. But Greece was my favorite one in Europe. Amazing Greek islands. You just travel around, eat great food, and it's cheap too.
I used to say, like, if you were a golfer, I would say like your favorite foursome guys you want to go golf with, but let's make it fishing. Got 3 other guys you would like to share an afternoon fishing with.
Okay. I'm going to do Black Tip H. He's a YouTuber as well. Then Youngbloods. He's an Aussie guy, crazy fisherman out of Australia. And then I'll do like one celebrity. But I'll just probably bring Tommy along for the ride too, because, love those guys.
Favorite teammate?
And
why is it Coop?
Yeah, I got Coop in the room, so I might have to say Coop. It's me.
Well, while we wrap up here, let's break down Coop's game for me.
Coop's game. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Coop Bergen is an elite lob passer to me only. Mm-hmm. Anyone else, he cannot throw a lob, but if it's to me, I'm going to catch it. He's also a pretty good three-point shooter, and his best attribute, I think, is his trash talking.
Perfect. Coop, thoughts?
I don't think you could explain it any worse.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're gonna let you get back to Jamaica and enjoy your time. Alex, we appreciate you joining us. And for everyone watching, you can join Florida Victorious today. Help support the athletes at the University of Florida. Alex, thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Nick. Go Gators.